Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. And in the next few weeks, if you see more than one quick shot a day, there's a reason for that. So try and mount the camera. Yeah, I'm going to get up to date with quick shots. So on 209 now, and I'm going to blitz through, get right up. Oh my God! Whoa, no, man. That would be bad if that fell, because the only version I have of this is here now, mint. And you see, I mean, it might have been all right, but just imagine that fell on top of it afterwards. Good God. That was a rescue. I'll keep that in. Yeah, so this is 209. I think the previous one was Rex. I still have him here actually in the room. God, that was ages ago when I last filmed a quick shot. And this one has really grown on me. I was going to say that this was my least favorite, but actually no. In fact, when I filmed a live stream in here the other night, I couldn't keep my eye off this one. It was just awesome. I love it. It's not so much white. It's more of a cream and green. It's nice. It's Clone Captain Grey. Lovely unpunched card back. And, you know, since I first looked at these, we have had good news with the SDCC. They are now going to redo the Phase 2. And we'll talk about Phase 2 in a minute. Right here we have the 212. And this is how I have him displayed on my shelf. More about that later. But firstly, let's just very quickly get the back out the way. There ain't nothing on the back of these cards. Terrible, except for this. There's the, it's an 8-back if you want to call it that. And back to the front. Back to the front. Right, I want to just talk about the figure right now. And this is the pose I have him in. I love these figures. With the with the Phase 2, I always have the helmet under the arm. And that's because the helmets are always, they're oversized. They have been since 2005. And Hasbro never have rectified this problem. And if I go to my left here are my prequel shelves. I can't find the 501st clone. He's somewhere here. Or maybe he's not now. But, you know, look at all these oversized helmets. He's okay. But it's such a shame because they have a load of clones here. I'm hoping after this news over the SDCC, there's the 41st Elite. Now the reason he's significant is because these were all made between 2010 and 2012, whereas this guy was made for the market in 2019, I think. Let's have a look on the back here. Oh, look at that, it's an import sticker. How about that? I think it was 2019. Definitely, yeah, I think it was. So VC145, now, not, well, since they made him, they've made a load of others. They've made, you know, we've had 5s, and I know they've got slightly different helmets. We've had all of the, you know, 501st Elite of 5s, Jesse and all that lot. And then there's been other one. All this Bad Batch line are all with that helmet, which is terrible. When you put it on, he looks... It's way too big. The body is very sleek, very trimmed down, and I know people do complain about that. Tim from Bosk's Bounty thinks he's too skinny, but the thing about this guy, this is VC45, he can get away with it because his helmet is in proportion. He's very slender, but his helmet is removable, but in proportion, whereas these fellas are not. So let's talk about this. Is the 212th loose. Or it is not the Vintage Collection 212. This is from the Legacy Collection, the Lost Line, or whatever you want to call that. This is basically the VC45 with the oversized helmet that you see in there. And that you're seeing everywhere here, like with the Shock Trooper and that guy and all of them. I have the helmet under their arm. That's a trick I learned from Flyguy.net, who's the OG reviewer of the Vintage Collection. He said back when, you know, that these were too big and they display better with the helmet under the arm. The reason I have this guy on my shelf, and I've got my 501st and my Shock Trooper with the helmet under the arm, but also facing away, is because the head sculpt is crap. It looks nothing like Bo Taylor, that. It's very pasty, very small head. I mean, the heads were made small for VC45 to get the helmet on, but the thing is, Hasbro, god damn it, why did they not make this helmet proportioned like this one is? You know what I mean? So he's got a very small P head. Enough about him. Let's talk about this guy, and what's good about him is the fact that the face is awesome. So this guy is going to be facing the front of my shelves. His head is too darn good. In fact, all these guys, you know, I'm going to review him next. This fella, and Rex kicks ass. And you get the shot of backstage, look at all the clutter. This guy, you can't remove his helmet. But anyway, all in good time. But this guy you can, and he is amazing. They seem to have nailed actor Tamura Morrison very well. And you can see that with all the recent Boba Fett figures are very good, including the old Boba, Nomad Fett and all that. But this is him, and it's brilliant, isn't it? And there he is, and you can see the size of the helmet there, very big. But we are looking forward to this new clone, which we will see how good that one is when it comes out. But hopefully they will trim him down like the original VC45. Nice card back, there you go. There's the colour, as I say, the green there with the cream. I'd say it's more of a cream than a white, or either that or it's an optical illusion. But it's nice to see an unpunched card. It might be an illusion, given it's the green might make it look more cream. I just don't know. But look at that figure, amazing! And how good does he look with his helmet underneath his arm? But you know what I will do, in the interest of being fair, I will put the helmet on now. Bear with me, so you can see what he looks like with that. I mean, he will look good, but it's just. And here's the thing, you see, as opposed to Bodhi Taylor here, that one will go on very, very easily because, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing, because the head is really thin. Look at that, that's purposeful. See, that's quite big, isn't it? Look at that. I don't know. It still looks all right, man, but this one will be harder to get on because his head is wider. One thing I've noticed, though, with a few figures, including the Fives and all that one, and Jesse, and what's the other one called? It was Fives, Jesse, and Echo. Yeah, sorry, Echo. Is that they've got really wide pauldrons, which kind of makes up for the size of the helmet. When I review this guy later, see, he's got a wide, it's very loose as well. He's got a very wide pauldron. Dropped it. He's got a very wide pauldron. If you put that on, God, they don't go on very easily, man. That's another reason to have them under the arm. Terrible to get on. See, he's not so bad because of the width of that, balances it a bit more. Anyway, God, that's hard to... Oh, he's stuck in there now. You see, there's a problem. There's a problem. But the faces are so good. Why would you want the helmet on? You want to see that face, man. Anyway, that is all I'm going to say about it, because I'm going to spin on. I'm going to do some more reviews this evening and get through this. I think this will probably be the longest of the videos, and I will encourage people to look at this video and my other ones, if that makes sense, you know, when I review these other fellas here. Him and the guy I just had in my hand. But anyway, there you are. I'm going to take his helmet back off now. This is Clone Captain Grey. Nice looking figure. I'm going to put him on my shelves somewhere. I've got a Revenge of the Sith shelf. I think this guy and his comrades, like this guy, will go nicely following that, because obviously Bad Batch follows the Revenge of the Sith, the end of the Clone Wars. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Another look at him from the front there. Nice figure.